My bad. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure. Why, I don't know what's going on with Discord. I was gonna see. I think he had said, let me check my phone. I think he said the fourth one was working, which was like, I don't know why that one's working. And I'll go over the details in a minute. I was gonna work on my resume real quick. I gotta wrap some stuff up. But he said, oh, what the heck? I can't see anything on my phone. The Blind Cat Studios page. The heck? Well, there might be some issue with Discord. Cause I'm checking some other servers too, and like there's just like channels missing. The heck? Yeah, okay, I don't know. Think Discord's down? Yeah, I think so. Something's going on. But I think he had said that the fourth one was kind of working. And as soon as Unity boots up, give it a minute, I'll talk about it. Working with a resume developer, the previous employer hooked us up with like this employment company. It's been okay. I mean, I don't know how these companies make so much money. You know? I think businesses just hire them. You know? I guess it's just easy money, you know? They're like, do this to your resume. I'm like, okay, sure. I mean, I've been making resumes for like 15 years, so I don't know. I've seen it all, heard it all. I'm just gonna put AI at the top. That reminds me, I should just put AI in big font up at the top, and then they'll be like, you're hired. Yeah, yeah. Dave was talking about Schedule 1 the other day. I saw the trailer. I saw it when you posted it, and their Steam is also saying that like it may go up in price when we release. So now's the time to get it before like I think they're planning on doubling the price. I think they're gonna sell it for $50 or $60. I'm trying to think of a wording for this. I have like a little bit of a summary for my jobs that I have. And this one had to be one of the hardest jobs I've ever had. Not like technically wise, but it was just pure chaos. Good people, but yeah, exactly. It was $8, now it's 20. They're up. I didn't realize you can up the price in early access. That doesn't make any sense. But you know, I guess if a game's like popular, they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna throw it out for a few dollars, see if we can get a few people, and then it blows up, and then they're like, shit, now everyone's gonna be able to buy the game before the actual release, and you know, whatever. It says, I just checked this weekend, and it says it's early access still. So, I don't know. or maybe it was in beta. I don't know if there's a difference between early access. Should still be in early access. And I think it's going to be early access for months. Because they said on their page, on their Steam page, it says that they're going to be in early access, I think, the rest of this year. Anyways, but this job was, it was just a high demand, fast paced job. I'm trying to think of like ways to put that. We had 5 developers working on 5 apps, and it was bug galore. None of them, like, the new app we were working on was architected well. We were developing it. That was going well, but the other apps were just thrown together, and I had to like refactor as much as I could. Like, one app just had a crash rate of like 10%, and we had to fix that. Like, and I'm like, and the app had no reason to like trash talk these people, but the developers were great. I think it's just, that's what happens. You get 3 developers trying to build 5 apps and manage 5 apps, and they require new features. You're developing on like a tight deadlines, tight timelines, and it was like constant, like, oh, we need this, we need that, we need this, and they're like, you have 3 months to do this, you have 2 months to do this, and they're like, the app's crashing, you gotta go fix that, and it was insane. It still got some bugs. Okay, yeah, I think it's gonna be in early access like the rest of the year, or at least for a few more months. I mean, they got a lot of hype, so like that's definitely gonna motivate them to like quit their jobs and start working on it full time. I mean, that's what they should do. Like, jump on that hype, take a vacation from work, and just do that. But yeah, this job was a pain. Working at Ally was easy compared to like this. But like, I think one app had like a 2.0 rating. We try to get that to be improved. That was the app that also had like a 10% crash rate. I'm like, how do you have a 10% crash rate? Like, that's insane. And it had like one of the features of the app would crash like 80% of the time. Like, you just went to it, and it was like the main feature of the app, right? But other times, like, you would just like go to the app and it would crash like 1 out of 10 times. And I'm like, and the companies like that use it, so it was a business application. It's like they're paying for this app. They're paying thousands. Like, it was like $1 million, tens of millions of dollars, right? Getting invested in this app. People were like paying for this app, and they got like 3 people working on it. I'm like, bro, hire more people. Like, you want to fix these problems with, like, we need more help. It was like basically like each of us was like assigned like 2 apps. I was working on all the apps, but because I was a contractor, and basically they had a main team which was like 3 people, and there was like 2 contractors. And the other contractor was not great. He did not know what he was doing. So I worked on all 5 apps, all at the same time. All at the same time. There was just like one day I was working on this, one day I was working on that app, and something new would pop up. I'd have to fix that, along with like fixing the Jenkins pipeline issues, and CD and release pipelines, stuff like that. Trying to fix that shit. Oh, and I was also like publishing the apps too. Like I had like the management role to publish the apps. I did so much. It was insane. But it was fun. That's the job you learn a ton on, but it's also like you definitely get overworked easy. And I was a contractor, so they wouldn't let me like work overtime. So like everyone else is like staying like 10, 12 hours a day, and they're like, you gotta go. They're like, you can't stay. Because they didn't want to pay me overtime. But I was also like working off the clock. I was like, yeah, I'll help out. Like a couple hours here and there. Yeah, like they want me to remove this stuff, and I was like, whatever. I think that's it. I gotta send this back, so I just want to send it back as soon as possible. Bulleted. Save mistakes. Why was this important? Value did you bring to your employee? And this is like a resume coach I'm working with. Like this one, like I didn't really put much here. I didn't really care. Change that font, right color. What's the word I'm thinking of? The rapport? Not morale. What's the word I'm thinking of? Rapport. I spelled it wrong. It is rapport. R-A-P-P. I need to get more bullet points here. I'm just gonna copy this. This one too, like this job, like it was just the team was always changing, but I didn't really. We were always getting interns. We were training the interns, training the new developers, and they were coming in, helping out, and that's fine. I'm gonna save that. This one is. Okay, I see. I don't know why they removed the date. 2013. Yeah. Okay. Dennis, what's that mean? Just wrapping up here. I'm gonna show the game. Glad you joined because Discord's having issues, so I don't trying to remember what you wrote. I just gotta send this. I gotta email this. Hold on. This was my contracting resume, if anyone's interested in looking at it. It's just like flooded with buzzwords, right? And so like this just gets submitted to like a dozen, hundred like different companies, right? Okay. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta. I think I did everything. Okay. Oh yeah, my resume. Did you like my resume, Dennis? Okay. Thank you. So I'm gonna go over those changes. I don't know why I didn't think about making new, like just duplicating the scenes, because it's just more work. Because I gotta go make all the scenes and then add those to the menu, blah blah blah, right? So, but I thought you said that. Okay, ATG. Dennis is, well, he's not in the chat, but he's talking to me. I thought you said the fourth one kind of worked, right? That it showed something. And so the only difference is that the fourth one used this texture. It used a different texture. The other three used the original. So this is what my thought process was. And again, it's just weird that it's happening. So the original uses a texture, right? The other ones use a sprite, right? So the default versus a sprite. I don't know if that was the cause of it. The other, where is it? Let me look for it. It's called Turk, I think. Right. So this one, this is it, art. These kids. Kids are knocking at my door. What happened? What happened? Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to keep up with chat. So Dennis, so the fourth one that you say looked different, use this texture, and you use the sprites 2D, right? And that's the only difference, right? It still used the same shader, right? Shader graph. And I'm assuming, hold on, let me make some changes real quick. So if I remove the sampler state here, I'm just gonna delete it. Hit save. Did it look like this? I don't know. I'm looking over there. Yeah. Yep. Shoot. Okay. That at least. So that's what my worry was, and I don't know how to fix it. But that definitely gives us something, a better idea. So I think one, for some reason this other brick, I cannot see. I need to go back to the eye doctor to get a different prescription for my contacts. They used this one, and for some reason this doesn't work. I don't know why. And this is the original one that we use. I don't know why. I don't know why that doesn't work. But this wild texture does. And so, and just confirm that too, right? The other ones still did not show up, right? On the Linux build. Even like this, right? It just was blank. So that's the sample. So let me say for some reason, and I forget what I did the other day when I was on Monday. I did something, and it made me think, oh crap, is the sampler state the issue? And I can't remember what I did. This is from 2020. Let me see. I won't be available tonight, but we'll figure something out. So yeah, So my guess is something's wrong with the sampler state. And I don't know why. Let me delete this. I'm gonna delete this. Save. We'll go to the scene. Background. So, oh, I gotta, let me go to graph settings, and then, maybe it's no, graph settings. Where's the texture? Oh, maybe. Because this is the only shader that, this is our only shader that uses the sampler state. I don't think anything else uses the sampler state. So that texture, let me see, R2. Okay. So everything else, I didn't see any issues. I don't know, maybe this should also be none. It's hard to tell. It really sucks because I don't have the Steam Deck to test this stuff. But we'll say like, okay, let's just like remove this texture and save. Should wrap, should filter. Don't know why that wouldn't work. And so what this means is right, my material should come from my sprite. And so that's part of the test scenes. And this is just a texture too. You see how it changes there? Like automatically. I'm pretty sure this is what we're using. The other one's just a test, right? It's hard to say. Me and Dennis just have to work together on it. I don't think this one's used anymore. I'm just gonna delete that. And then my scene. What's that test scenes? Okay. I don't know. I can't. I don't know why. It just doesn't work. And we've tried remaking it, and it doesn't. That doesn't do anything. What's just wrong with like something's wrong with the game object. Let's say here, since it allows it to wrap, you can like really change the tiling here, right? You don't even have to change the tile multiplier. Start seeing it there, right? So if we like remove that again, just disconnect it. This is what I'm curious about. Like, does it do this? Oh look, what the heck? That's weird. How did that happen? You know what? Let me. I'm just gonna create a new game object. Maybe there is an issue. Create it all brand new. Just get a square. Let's say down the background. Let me turn that on. And so, again, just grabbing this guy there. Right? You can see it. Okay. We're gonna go and switch the material to wall. Right? Oh, is it the material? I'm gonna delete. Oh no, I'm not gonna delete the material, but I'm gonna make a new material. So, again, this seamless match should just be our seamless texture. This one. And then you just say, hey, you know what? We need you. And it should do the same thing, right? It should grab the material from here, but I don't know. Maybe that's the issue. So let's go ahead and place this on here. Like that. And then reconnect this. There you go. Oh, and the normal map is all messed up. Let's see. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe because I had a texture here, like a default texture. our normal maps here too. But it should be using our texture. Like, why isn't it using our texture? What the heck? Or maybe it's just a rendering issue. Oh. Okay, so here. Why is the normal not working? Oh, because I don't have a sampler state here. Was I still working on the normals? There we go with the... So then I go to this mat, and just go to the mat, and then say seamless, no normal. See, let me edit that one too. I'm just gonna remove all the default textures. Oh, this one doesn't have the normal. Right. Okay. Save. But do I have a material for that? No. Maybe that's my issue. No, I don't think that should be an issue, right? So this material just uses the no normal. Right? We can just... I don't know. It's really just guessing at like what this shader issue is. So this one is still uses the brick seamless with background. Has a new material. And so if I change the sprite to this one, does it change? No, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay, and then so go back to this one. See, it doesn't update this texture like it should. And I can't remember if it's supposed to or not. I think it should. Anyways. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, but what am I working on, you know? I think the auto target. I think Dennis said there was some issue with the boss. Let's just play it. I don't know if you've played it in a while, TG. I'll show it. I'll show it off today. Let's bring it in from here. There's been a few changes. I got the performance up. like turning off lights and enemies. Get out of here. Leave me alone. I think the death needs... I think there's like some minor stuff that I gotta do. Like the targeting's gotta be better. I think the stun's gotta be shorter too. Yeah, it's just been refactored. Just, yeah, I had to refactor a lot of the code to support those changes. To support, like, the system stuff. Like the animation, so like the player's still not in a state controller yet, but it's been migrated a little bit. So let me see our enemies. Why is everything moving so much? Did they freeze? No, they didn't. I thought I told them to freeze. I'll have to double check that. Everything's moving a lot. Did Dennis change something? I don't remember everything moving that much. I think I gotta work on the timing for attacks too. I think the stuns need to be more like a flash. So death state needs to be quicker. I think, yeah, I do get hit by that. Like if I try to spam it, like this, hey, get over here. This is a major improvement too. You can see like right here, I'm dropping real bad. So here, I think this was a big improvement. I'm just gonna be able to push that over. But I think it also means the jets need to be changed a bit. The particles, because it looks like it's just like floating there. Oops. No, dang it. This is like so much easier now. Because the jets just hold it there, and then you just have to like little shimmy it over a little bit. Say, hey, you know what? Go. Just I say it's easier and I'm like failing at it. So I keep missing it. So it's supposed to, like... It's still hard, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I was just lucky that day. I keep missing. It cannot line up with that damn thing. I swear I got it like so fast. Like that. I was able to do it. I did that like on my first try, like on Monday. I was like, look, see how easy it is? And then now today I'm like, no, I can't do anything. So the particles are supposed to help it a little bit. I think Dennis will make that change. Or I'll make it, whoever has time. I'm trying to get all the bugs out. I'm gonna mess with the combat system. Yeah. So this one, too. I think it's more like... I think it's gonna be so much easier on a controller. I think it's the keyboard messing with me. So, hold on, let me check the enemies. Yeah, the enemies are not freezing. I'll check that. They're supposed to freeze during that. Another big change you probably haven't seen is the toxin slowdown. So now there's like the toxin meter affecting you. It slows you down as well to half speed. And it starts taking your health. And once you're out of it, you start healing. Or the toxin starts going down. Let's see. What? Did he kill me right there? I think the player death. Maybe that's one thing too. Gotta... How am I at half health already? Who hit me? Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Dang, what the heck? I moved one of the checkpoints. I think Dennis knows. Because I felt like... See, these things are moving up and down. Did something happen? I swear it wasn't like that on Monday. Or is the background moving? The background shouldn't move. Oh, maybe it is. Is the background... Let me double check. So this is at 0. And then... Maybe it's supposed to be a... Hold on. Am I still here? Am I still live? Ready? Am I still live? I think I lost internet for a few seconds. Okay, I think I'm back. But yeah, it just drops because I think it's just because I'm streaming. But it stays around like 50 now, for the most part. Yeah, so let's try to do like a full playthrough. Oops. So the new change is like if I or the boss run into these bulbs, it'll trigger the poison. So get out of the way. I don't think he's affected by the slowdown. So, and I think Dennis is gonna make updates to that. So I can hit the light and he'll target me. Maybe. And then I cause him to like hit those, then causes the poison. So I'll let Dennis deal with that. And there's sometimes, I think it's because of the movement and how the movement works, I keep hitting the bulbs. Because, you know, we've talked about it, like you move like a boat, so it's just like tail finning. And so I may not be touching it, but then by the time I like turn, it'll hit me. But, oh, that's the other bug. I forgot to write that down. He's not dying. He'll die, and then he, like, gains health for some reason. Let's see, the pause. I forgot to write that one down. Yeah, he's got negative 50 health, but he's like not dying. Oh, it would help if I, you know, triggered that death state. Maybe I thought I finished this and I didn't. Let me finish. So we can go through it again. I'm probably gonna jump off in like 30 minutes. Let's we can play through it again. There are a couple areas that need to be fixed, but it's more like, let me fix the background. I think that's the issue there. The dialogue continues to pop up every time you go there. Okay, cool. So that was the issue. The Z depth was off. But you can see, like, we're staying around 50 now. And, like, I don't have the best computer, so I think, I don't know what Dennis is getting. And that's just, like, some performance updates with turning off the lights and turning off the enemies. But yeah, most of the time it's going to be around 50. I think if you end up skipping, like even if you skip the enemies, I still turn them off. So I moved the checkpoint from over here to over here. Oh, I need to freeze the enemies too. That's right. So let's work on those two things. One, I think that freeze enemies. Let's go with this one. I thought I had this working too. Maybe I didn't finish it. Enemy list to freeze. Maybe I didn't populate that. No, I did not. That would help. So all you do is just throw that in there. There you go. So we'll test that real quick. And then the boss is death event. See, it's supposed to destroy the game object, but it's not. But I'm pretty sure it is triggering the death event. Dead Wolf, what's up? Oh, I forgot to turn on stream elements. So it can trigger events and whatnot. What's going on, man? What you been up to? Working hard? Check out Debbie. Let me see. Hold on. Be at Level Up, me and Dennis. If I didn't tell you already, we'll be there. Just want to go to the death state. That one will be... I think it does the same thing as the enemies, and I think it's okay. Then there's gonna be... I gotta look at the other scripts, because I was gonna refactor stuff. The exit blocker... Whatever that is, it's this one. So this one... Boss defeated. Tokyo. It is the arena. I'm like loving Unity events now that I could just like hook up stuff like this. It's just like made me rethink how to do everything. Because even for my timer-based ones, like my timer class that I was using like broadcast, like I don't even have to do that anymore. You can just say, hey, you know what, this thing's gonna trigger a timer. I've been thinking about changing that, but I haven't yet. Levy wall background has textile size for not supported with 2D. When did it start showing this error? This is new. What the heck? SRP batching will be disabled for 2D renderers using this material. What? Right. Yeah, because I don't think I want to be using textures. I think everything's going to be sprites, so... So if I find that material, give me a second, guys. This one is going to use I think that's all I have to do for the death event. I'm gonna write that stuff down too. Make sure I got that in. Freeze players not working. Enemies stop moving on death. I think that one works. That one does not work. That's being reviewed. That it's working. Get out of here. You know, maybe we should stop the player when he attacks. Maybe I'll stop his movement. I don't know if that... Does that happen with the enemies too? I don't know if they stop. And the players keep... Or the enemies keep losing the player. So I'm gonna be working with the combat a lot the rest of this week and next week. So I don't know if it's... I think it's a combination of the state machine and the movement system and the raycast detection. They freeze. No. Why aren't you guys freezing? I should check if it's null. That would help. I added that too. Let me see. I don't think the enemies should be able to collect the health anymore. Nope. Fix that. Say hi. See, I'm like too close to him, I can't attack him. Why are you beating me up? Oh, I gotta fix that too. The knockback on the respawn. I thought I fixed that too. Add that real quick before I forget. Man, I've been getting spam called like crazy today. Get out of the way. Just dodge all you guys. And get it. And it just like falls on my head. I swear this is supposed to be easier. We're just gonna disable keyboard input. No, you can't. It's still saying that error. Look at that. That was perfect. Nailed that. Alright, let me zoom to the boss. Try to speedrun this thing. Stamina is recovering too quickly too. Alright, let me try to kill this guy as fast as I can. Let's see. We'll do speed runs for everybody. I don't think he gets affected by the toxins. Oops. Keep hitting the toxins, and I'm not sure how. Like, the... Like, the trigger for those is, like, really small. Somehow I'm hitting it. It's, like, right there. Oh. Right there, I hit it. Maybe I need to make them smaller, I don't know. Say sucker. Damn. I got him. He's done. He's done. I think this is like the best spot to get him. Favor these two. Say, come on, dude. Dead. You're dead. What happened? Heck. So why didn't you die? Blind self. Okay. So not that one. Why did you not trigger the death? And why are you not dying? It said it went to a death state. Oh, I hate when I do that. Because I gotta assign the death thing there. Kill that. Should do it. And then the freeze, I said the freeze was gonna... What else did I say? Oh, the knockback. I fixed that too. Let me fix that real quick. I don't know, I think we're getting real close to like having no bugs in here. I think the combat's just gotta be improved. Better not crash on me. Unity. Alright, I gotta save just in case. I don't understand, like what's that mean? Is there some issue with this texture? Can I like look it up? Okay, I guess it's nothing. Migrate existing scriptable render passes to new render graph API. Maybe I should look into that too. Alright, so I was gonna say the player, right? Player. So the player doesn't have a death event yet. If it is the player, what happens is set the linear velocity to 0, but Okay. I'm gonna test these few things and I gotta jump off. Make sure the death event works. Freezing works, and... what else? Heal. I don't know if they froze. I don't think so. I don't know why it's having issues. Speed through this. So hold on, let me try to... okay. So respawn is not working. It says... says boolean should freeze. Is it talking about the game controller? Oh, I'm not checking the children for the state controller. And children. It should be... and the trail should turn off, but I'll put that later. Didn't look like they froze. Try to speed it. And away. Oh, almost. Oh crap. Off the screen. Oh, I was right there. Dang it. Yeah, it's the light definitely does not help. I need to look at this right here. Yeah. See if the enemies freeze. I don't think they are. No, they're still moving. So mess with that. So the freeze is not working. Oh, and I forgot to unfreeze the player. God dang it. Because I'm not restarting this. I am dying. Update spawn point. I think it is the checkpoint script. On death. Oh. Maybe just start a co-routine, I guess. I just use this one. Oh no, I do need it. That one, and that's it. I'm gonna jump off. It's already 3 o'clock. Not rating anybody, sorry guys, but just got stuff to do. Snooze this ad. So funny to see that happen. Like they're just swimming around me. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Thanks for hanging out. TG, Deadwolf, Timmy Gons. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Hopefully I can stream tomorrow.